Come to a comfortable seated position as we begin this 20-minute yoga for back pain. This is also a good class if you're a brand new beginner. And also if you're just having kind of a little bit of a low energy day and you just want to take a little moment to tune in and drop down. So bring your hands together, a long deep inhale. As you exhale, hands rest down to any comfortable position. Check in with your breath. Notice the quality of your breath. Check in with how your body feels. Just notice the feeling in your body. Then be aware of the quality of your mind and your emotions. It might be a difficult day. There might be kind of the feeling of tension, tightness, irritation. It's so easy to push away the negative and pretend false positivity. But the first step in finding relief is the simple and humble acknowledgement of where you are. So let's have a long, deep inhale. And as you exhale, let's softly open the eyes. Then let's come over onto the hands and knees, and we'll start off with just some very easy cat and cow. Really start to mobilize the spine, taking your hands shoulder width apart. Then inhale, extend the spine, long deep breath in. Exhale, round, tuck the tail, let's pull it under. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. As you round, let's open up for a wide child's pose. So sink your hips back with the knees open. Grab a yoga block or a pillow and just place it under your chest. Top of the head down, and let's just rest here for a few breaths. Deep, steady breathing. Let your mind soften down. Focus on the breath moving in, breath moving out, and just take these few moments just to wind down, calling your attention into presence, calling your attention into this moment. Steady deep breaths, cycling in, cycling out. Feel your body, feel all your joints, and just take this moment to tune in. Then a nice long deep inhale. As you exhale, let's lift the head up. Move your yoga block on over to the side. Curl your toes under and let's come on up to downward facing dog. So inhale, hips back and up to downward facing dog. Then you could take a moment, bend the knees, straighten the legs, and just gently kind of move around, and we'll stay here for 5 breaths. 1. And keep the belly inside. 2. Steady breathing. 3. Feel the nervous system relaxing, the muscles of the back releasing. 4. Almost there. 5. Let's walk half the distance forward for the hanging forward fold. Soft bend in the knees for a moment, and then layer your arms over each other, forehead resting on the forearms. And then inhale, straight legs. Draw the navel in and just dangle down. Let your body unwind as you just let your weight shift from side to side. Relaxing the back muscles. So as you're here, it's important that you don't squeeze or force. Just be here with your breath. Letting the breath do what it does. Naturally bring mind and body into harmony. Bend the knees. Inhale, let's straighten the legs again. Nice, easy breaths. Nice, easy breaths. Release your hands down. Then let's step your left leg back, right leg forward. Come into the crescent lunge as you settle that left knee down. Point the toes. And then inhale, slowly rise up and drawing the navel in. Taking a moment to really reach through the back. Be sure not to squeeze the back, but instead find the rib cage and lift the ribs up out of the pelvis. You can place your hands in prayer or hands reach up. Elbows towards your temples or elbows towards the ears. And we just reach up through the center line. I want you to hold this for 5 breaths. 1, deep breathing. Lift. This lifting action engages the back muscles with that left hip open. If you've been sitting and rounding the back all day, this is such a wonderfully therapeutic movement. 4, we're almost there. Keep reaching. 5, exhale, let's take the hands down, back to hands and knees, plank position for a moment. Come on up, hold it there. Stabilize through the shoulders, and then let's bend the elbows and lie all the way down. Point the feet, and let's come on up into Cobra pose. Elbows in front of the shoulders, long deep breath in. Nice and easy. Again, just letting the front body open. If you've been sitting, staring at your computer screen or your phone screen all day, then this is a moment just to close the eyes. Any images that seem to roll through your mind, just let them pass. Keep thinking about lifting up through the center line of the body. And exhale, let's soften down, curl the toes, back through tabletop to downward facing dog. Okay, let's try the other side and the crescent lunge. Inhale, step your left foot forward, settle the right knee down, point the toes. Then from here, inhale, gently come up. Long deep breath in. Really start to get the sensation that you're not dropping your weight down, but you're lifting up. So grab the muscles of the center body or the core of the body that support the spine and lift the spine up out of the pelvis. Hands in prayer, or you can accentuate it by lifting the hands up. Stay for 5 breaths. 1, really lengthen the front body. 2, elbows towards each other. This gives you that external rotation of the shoulders. 3, just feel where you are. Take a moment to come back, come back, come back. 4, almost there. 5, exhale, let's take the hands down. Just back to tabletop position this time. Spread the knees back a little bit and we'll go for puppy pose. Walk your hands forward, forward, forward until you slide a little. Top of the forehead towards the ground. Coming up onto your fingertips. 5 breaths in puppy pose. 1, deep breaths. Wiggle around a little. Find your shanti place, your place of peace. 2. Stay with your breath and be honest about where you are. 3. There may have been emotional stress, physical pain, discomfort. Recognize that sometimes life can be difficult, and we come to yoga not to escape, but really to heal, to find a place of strength beyond the everyday suffering. Keep breathing, keep feeling. We're almost there. Okay, let's take the hands down. Lift your head up. Inhale, let's walk it all the way back up. Exhale there. Now, we're going to walk the knees forward, okay? So you're going to cross your feet underneath, walk the knees a little bit forward, and exhale, just gently sink the hips down. Straighten the legs. Legs come forward, Dandasana position. Flex your feet. Give me the fingertips on the ground so that you can really lift the chest. Draw the elbows back and just keep lifting the chest up and forward. Let's stay for a couple breaths. 1, Steady, deep breaths. 2, nice and easy. 3. Keep the mind calm as the breath cycles in, breath cycles out. Your thighs stay super engaged. The chest pops up. This helps you lift your spine up out of the pelvis. 4, we're almost there. 5, now around the back. Pull the knees into the body. Hug the knees and just drop the head down. Let your back round for a moment. And then inhale, lift the center of the chest up. Now we're going to do the yoga squat pose. Open the knees, and you can use your hands to push yourself up into a squat. So you can come forward, forward, open your knees a little bit, and then let your torso just kind of sink in between the thighs. Letting the back muscles release. First, we drape the head down, maybe 2 breaths here. Go for 1 more breath. Then lift the spine gently up and give a little activation in the pelvic floor so that you can keep a little up sensation through the center of the body. And we'll stay here. Close your eyes. 1. Activate a little bit. 2. Especially if the squat is easy for you, give it a little up, a little bounce through the legs. 4. We're almost there. 5, take the arms forward and exhale. Drop the hips down. You're going to walk your feet forward, gently forward, and then exhale. Tuck the tailbone as you gently lie down. Constructive rest position, probably one of the most therapeutic postures for back pain. So you can spread your feet just a little wider than your hips width apart, which will encourage your knees to just spiral in. And when the knees touch, this gives a message to the psoas muscle to relax and release so the spine feels supported. Make sure your sacrum's rested on the ground and just allow the whole weight of the body to kind of just sink down, sink down, sink down. Almost as though there are knots of tension that seem to unwind. The more that you stay in that reclining, relaxed space, you can tap into a little bit of a true state of peace and restfulness. So let your body move into a healing space. Then we'll draw the knees up into the chest. So if you point the feet and hug the knees into the chest. Just give a little gentle, little roll, or a little roll from side to side. Stay there for a moment, just rolling. And come back to the center. And then let's let both knees and just drape over to the left side. And you can place your left hand on the knees and try to keep the toes pointed. Then reach the right arm over to the side. And let's just stay here for a few breaths. And try to keep the knees stacked and just notice what you feel. Any points of tension in the body. See if you can softly unwind. Keep in just enough activation through the center of the body so that you can feel a space of peace and tranquility. Then allowing yourself to reach that quiet space, the inner space of awareness where all is well. And let's roll on back into the center. Inhale, come on in, let's squeeze. Exhale, we're gonna move both knees all the way over and try to keep the knees stacked on top of each other. That's where you're gonna place that right hand on the left knee. Rotate your torso away from the knees and point the feet. Then inhale as you reach to the left arm, and then just gently drape your head to the left. And we'll stay here with the eyes closed for a moment. Keeping the navel in, no force, no fight. Just feel the layers of tension peel off of the body in a slow spiral of release. Release through the body, release through the mind, release through the emotions, and come back into presence. Don't try to fix or force anything, just be here, breathing and feeling. And then let's inhale and come on back into the center. Find your way into constructive rest position again. And then let's fold the legs up, pointing the feet for Viparita Karani, the legs up, and just stay there for a moment, letting tired feet move into a place of rest, letting the tiredness of the body move into healing, allowing the mind to find a few points of deep peace, gently moving into that quiet space of awareness. Every breath an invitation to just guide the mind into relaxation. Now let's bend the knees, fold the legs down. You're going to reach over to the side and grab your yoga blocks. Fold one block up, and the long way will come into reclining fish pose, which is a wonderful asana to help relieve any tension in the back muscles, especially along the upper back. I won't stay too long today, but just enough to get that moment of release. Keep the mind calm. Feel your body, the breath in the body. Feel what you feel without any judgment, without any force. Time to unwind and drop gently down, finding that space of peace and tranquility. May all the tired muscles in the body move into healing. Just keep breathing, keep feeling. Nice and easy, a few moments there. Then we bend the knees, press into the elbows, and gently remove the blocks. And exhale, let's just lie all the way down. A few moments of complete rest. Enjoy the moment here. Feel your body getting restored, your mind refreshed, almost like you're waking up from a good night's sleep. And then inhale, let's extend the arms and the legs and give a little wiggle. As you exhale, let's fold the knees back into the chest, hug yourself. Roll over onto the side. Let's come on back up, seated position. Eyes closed, hands in prayer. As you exhale, open the eyes. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with love. Namaste. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone.